Open Utility sisNET is a utility GIS based on our Bentley platforms, MicroStation and Bentley Web, and also Oracle. The data are stored in GGN and Oracle inclusive Oracle Spatial Data. sisNET as a multi-utility geographical network asset registry for all branches for multi-utility like wastewater, district energy, gas, communication, electricity, and water. For navigation, the customer can use self-defined queries. For example, search by city and street with wildcards. Number 5, if I go to search, we can see the information and we can jump with a double click to the location. The information is stored as a graphic information in DGN files and as data in Oracle. All the data could be edited by the customer. We can include links to other features with a relationship model. We can add links to document management systems like ProjectWise or SharePoint. In the case of wastewater, to CCTV servers as well. The graphical representation is based on the attributes. If I change here, for example, the type, we see that the annotation is changed. Now I would like to go through the functionality. Under tools, we have an own transaction concept with an feature locking to avoid double editing on the same object. sisNET is a multi-user system. We have selection tools and the customer can save the selections. He can create his own database queries and can save his queries. We have batch files and basic macros to automate processes and make the editing and analyzing processes more efficient, and the customer can adapt with the batch files and macros system to his existing IT infrastructure. We have the plot tools based on the print prep with some additional functionality like the stack plot to plot larger areas in a couple of plot files in a systematic way, or the multi-plot to print different plots for different branches if they get call before you dig requests on a special area. In the utilities tab, we find the part of the interoperability functions. We can export the data in FENS and in different formats. We have an own sisNET import and export format. We have an import tool which is configurable surveying data. There's an SAP interface where we can call the SAP GUI, also automatically update sisNET features if changes are made in SAP and vice versa. We can export the data to periodic analysis. We have an isolation trace. For example, we can create an isolation trace here about the low voltage cable. The cable is highlighted in magenta. The results are selected in the selection tool, and if we go to the object queries, we can run a predefined queries with the house connections by the trace, get the addresses of the houses and can export them, for example, to Excel. We can create elevation profiles. We can create cross sections. In the analysis tab, we will find thematic mapping tool. For example, we have the CCTV inspection. See here blue, green, and red information. The red ones are the informations where we need to have a look on it. If there is an administrator tab to support the administrators with configuration tools. User and user groups management. We can configure the Explorer. We have an export tool to create iModels, a tool that the customer can see the data model. For example, here the object types and the attributes with the relationships. In addition to sisNET, there is this view. This is an online and offline viewing tool. Especially offline, is very important for our utility customers in cases of net outage. This view is only with a limited functionality like the Explorer with the object search. User can show the attributes but cannot change any information in this view.